Hey everybody, welcome back to Cup of Joe Crypto, where we talk about Bitcoin news, blockchain, anything related to crypto. I took the day off yesterday. I was on a vacation for a week, so I was able to make a lot more videos than I probably can normally. So I had to get back to work and play the catch-up game that we all are so familiar with when we take some time off of work. But we'll get right into the markets. Bitcoin at 10,594 with BTC dominance at 70.8%. I know BTC was pumping a little bit. Looks like it's starting to come back down. Um, Seem to be lingering around this 10.6 mark for a couple days now. But definitely better than the 9,600 that we saw this past weekend. And as you can see, the top 10 is a sea of red. Nothing too dramatic as to going down. But overall, right now, at this very moment, it is a red day. We'll go ahead and jump right into the first news article. And it is by Jory Kant, Square Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. Bitcoin not functional as a currency. So it goes on to state that Square and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has said Bitcoin will continue to be adopted more widely, but it is still too early to consider it a currency. Jack Dorsey's had himself quite a past few days. If you guys haven't been aware, his Twitter was hacked, and then somebody else's, I can't think of her name right now, Twitter was hacked, and they actually posted Jack Dorsey's social security number. So it's been quite a day for several days for Jack Dorsey. But we'll get right back into the news. Make Bitcoin more usable and accessible as a currency. On September 4th, the outspoken Bitcoin advocate told the Australian Financial Review that he is convinced the number one cryptocurrency will continue to be adopted more widely. However, Dorsey added, "It's not functional as a currency. The peaks and troughs are like an investment asset and are equivalent to gold. What we need to do is make it more usable and accessible as a currency, but it's not there yet." And I agree. Like I said, we are so early on in the adoption stage. It's going to be crazy to see what the prices will be once Bitcoin is adopted and all the technology behind it. Dorsey, who endorses the principles that created Bitcoin and the community that formed around it, went on to say that once crypto becomes the currency of the internet, Square would focus more on services that add value rather than that enable money to be moved around. Dorsey was visiting Melbourne for the launch at Square Terminal, an all-in-one credit and debit card machine. Guys, before I forget, I sometimes forget to say this, I am not a financial advisor. Everything I say is not financial advice. You do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. It's very risky. So again, do your own research. But sorry to get off topic. Dorsey loves Bitcoin, as do I. As Cointelegraph has previously reported, Square first announced in November of 2017 that it would release a BTC trading option, which prompted its stock to soar by $1 billion in 5 days. In August 2019, Dorsey added, "We love you, Bitcoin. We saw 3.5 million customers use Cash Card in June, typically using it to purchase multiple times per week. Our seller and Cash App ecosystems have incredible roadmaps ahead to deliver on our purpose of economic empowerment." So it's good to always see Jack Dorsey talking about Bitcoin. Next article. Bitcoin's the only crypto with real value. Anti-altcoin analysis. Again, in my personal opinion, I do not believe this, but hey, we always want to show all aspects of the crypto sphere. Are you holding cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin? If so, you might want to overhaul your portfolio. Kirill Nikolov writes, "That's because an expert in classic trading principles warns that buying altcoins is not a wise investment decision. Not now, not ever. Altcoins are lead to Bitcoin's gold. Altcoins are led to Bitcoin's gold." Earlier this week, Peter Brandt took to Twitter to remind altcoin maximalists that Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrencies. When will altcoin junkies understand that BTC is the crypto with real and lasting value, Brandt said. Altcoins are to Bitcoin what lead is to gold. To emphasize this point, Brandt shared charts that expose just how poorly Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple have performed against BTC over time. Those charts illustrate breakdown after breakdown as Bitcoin consolidates market share. And as you can see, he's showing LTC compared to BTC, ETH compared to BTC, and XRP comparing to BTC. Guys, you can't compare most 99% of alts to Bitcoin's progress. It's just different book, not even different chapter. Altcoins will go through periodic pumps. That's not to say that altcoin investing will never prove profitable, at least in the short term. It says non-BTC cryptos will enjoy periodic pumps. We've seen this happen before. The 2017 bull run was a perfect example. Many cryptocurrencies with terrible fundamentals suddenly and exponentially grew in value, chipping away at BTC's market dominance. Nevertheless, Brandt also stressed that without Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies would be completely worthless. So we'll go on to say Bitcoin may have entered a new parabolic phase. To further assert his bullishness on the top cryptocurrency, Brandt shared his analysis on how high Bitcoin can climb in this current bull market. Using support and resistance trend line, he estimated that the dominant cryptocurrency could ascend to $140,000 during its fourth parabolic phase. And there's the chart showing how he believes it could reach the $140,000 mark. And he writes, possibility that BTC has entered its fourth parabolic phase. So always good to see. Makes everybody holding any amount of Bitcoin, whether you're actually stacking Bitcoin or stacking Satoshis, in the end, it will be profitable in his opinion. So, my apologies, guys. So, Dovey-Wan. Chinese investors to re-enter in droves once Bitcoin crosses $20,000. Again. Rahashi Mitra writes, Primitive Ventures' Dovey-Wan, who also holds a deep understanding of China's financial markets, recently commented on the country's significant local crypto supply. While speaking on the Binance podcast, Wan said, probably over 70 to 80% hash rate are actually being produced here in mainland China. The primary reason behind this is the fact that the local users dominate the Bitcoin mining landscape. However, Wan conceded that Chinese investors are very wary about investing in Bitcoin. She feels that there will be increased involvement from China when Bitcoin returns to the $20,000 range. While talking about her recent investments, Wan advised, definitely ask yourself, what are these things that can outperform Bitcoin in about 3 to 5 years time frame? If you can answer that question yourself, pull the trigger. Guys, I don't think there's any asset that we can name off the top of our heads that has outperformed Bitcoin in the last 3 to 5 years, plain and simple. Bitcoin is in a branch of itself, and I believe that if we are long-term hodlers, holding Bitcoin will be profitable. I think it's only a matter of time before we hit that 20K top mark, and then at that point in time, anybody who has ever held Bitcoin and held it for the long haul can't say that they've lost money. Only a tiny percent of this market can say when they bought Bitcoin they lost money, and most of the time it's because they didn't hold. They sold and weren't in it for the long term. Us people who are coming to YouTube and looking at these YouTube videos are in it for the long term. That's why we live, breathe, eat everything crypto. As soon as I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm doing is I'm jumping on CoinMarketCap. I'm seeing what Bitcoin did over the night. I'm checking the news to see if anything is going on. Guys, we live, breathe, and eat this stuff. That's why I'm doing this page. I'm not making any money doing news articles. I'm doing it to make it so that you have a one-stop shop, one place that you can come to get everything crypto related. Are there other people doing it? Absolutely. But there's so many different news articles out there about crypto every single day that you should want to go and listen to different YouTubers. Right now, I think I listen to approximately 8 or 9 of the top YouTube crypto influencers to get news, or sometimes, depending on who, to just get a laugh. Guys, this is again so early on. I think in the long run, in my opinion, not financial advice, if you're a BTC holder, you will be a happy man if you hodl. Until next time, guys, see ya.